A celestial body is seen at the beginning of the movie, and they are also known as the aliens in the sky. His name is Ereshkigal, which created the sun and then the moon. From their light came and our earth grew. Meanwhile, strange aberrations arise from deep in space. They are also known as strange creatures. They feed by eating humans and animals by coming to Earth. A scene from 7,000 years ago is shown in this movie. Ancient people are catching fish. This strange creature attacked him from the water. Demons that hunt humans. He turns to the child after eating the man. An eternal motion on the earth. Ereshkigal sends him to Earth. So he will save everyone from these heretics. Icarus is a mighty eternal. He can kill these creatures while emitting laser light from his eyes. He can even fly through the air. Icarus kills a creature. In the meantime, many creatures appear there. The Eternal comes to Earth. They put an end to these strange creatures. Men were afraid to see those Eternals there. Next, an Eternal who controls human souls named Druig. He has the ability to control the minds of people and can process them at will. The Eternals initiates the initiative to be friends with humans. After that, they began to coexist with humans on Earth. The Eternals live with humans and help them improve their technology. They fought a lot with each other. The Druig often prevents them from fighting while controlling their minds. The leader of the Eternals forbids him from doing this, because the leader of the Celestial sent them to save humanity and increase the population of, and forbid them to participate in anything other than that. Druig disobeys him and Ajak says, hearing Druig, now you are free. She says you can go anywhere you want. You can go through life as you want. They leave town. Then the scene of the present is shown. Eternals have lived on this world for 7,000 years. However, their ages are the same. An Eternal, Circe, is shown teaching children. Her friend is checking on the kids because she's late. Meanwhile, Circe comes and thanks her friend for taking care of the children for so long. When Circe's friend left, there was an earthquake. Meanwhile, the statue is about to fall on Circe's student. Circe turns the statue into sand with her power. Circe has the ability to turn metal objects into sand. At night, Circe moves to a club with her friends. Another Eternal named Sprite appears and he has the ability to easily wear anyone's costume. But anyone who touches Sprite's body, light will appear from his body. Because of this, Sprite has been celibate for 7,000 years. Circe is celebrating her friend's birthday in the club. Circe's friends know something about her. As Circe is old and a magician, they were moving while talking when appeared a creature and attacked Circe's friend. Meanwhile, Circe freezes the creature's legs with her powers. Circe's friend asked her to tell me what it was. Circe told her they were creatures, but her friend said they were removed years ago. How did he survive? Creatures on the run, freeing themselves from the sand. Circe and Sprite hunt this creature. Circe's friends also try to dance like Circe, but he can't, and Circe tries to distract the creature. Creatures do not distract and attack Sprite. Icarus arrives and injures the creature. They found that the creature had healing powers. Only Ajak, as the leader of the Eternals, has these powers. Icarus attacks the creature again, but it flees. It is discovered that Icarus was married to Circe 5,000 years ago. Then he left Circe 2,000 years ago. Circe tells her friend, I have to go now because some people need me. Her friend says, if you were a superhero, where were you when you were in trouble on Earth? Circe says that we were sent to Earth only to end creatures. We are not allowed to do anything else, excluding population growth and human technological increase. They go to Ajak to tell their leader that the creatures have returned. This time they were strong. They come to Ajak and find that Ajak is dead. The first time it happened on Earth that an Eternal died. They understood that Ajak had been killed by this creature that had attacked him before. This creature took away Ajak's power by killing her. A powerful stone appeared from Ajak's neck. Stone enters Circe's body. Ajak chose Circe as the leader of the Eternals after his death. Circe can talk to Ereshkigal and they get the Eternals back. So they can finish off the creatures by gathering together, and they go to Kingo. Kingo has the ability to remove small fireballs from his fingers. Kingo became a superstar and acted in many movies. They asked Kingo to move with them, but he said that I had to do a lot of work. I signed many movies. Kingo becomes sad to learn that their leader is dead. Then he was about to leave as his manager said. They flew to Australia on Kingo's private jet. Their other two Eternals were there. Arriving there, they discovered that a giant creature had died there. Manager, Kingo says these creatures are beautiful. According to Kingo, are you crazy? From what angle does this stinking, rotting creature look appealing? They meet another member named Gilgamesh. He asks them to try his cake. They informed him of Ajak's death and he was depressed. Bread also fell from his hand. Then they moved on to another member named Thena. She is drawing pictures while sitting under a tree. Thena becomes fit, and whenever that happens she attacks anyone. Gilgamesh lived with Thena for 7,000 years. Thena has the ability to attack while pulling powerful weapons out of her hand. Thena is attacking them and Sprite changes the atmosphere there. Is she trying to remind him of who they are and what their purpose is? Gilgamesh makes Thena understand and she returns to normal. After that, they had dinner. Circe moves to where Thena is drawing. She sees her drawing and tries to contact her leader. Then her spirit reaches her leader. She tells her leader that the creatures have come to Earth again. They even stole Ajek's powers by killing her. Many strange things are happening on Earth. Their chief Ereshkigal told him that it was a sign of an apparition. Circe asks him what is the rise. He says now is the time to tell you about your true purpose. In fact, you were sent to Earth to finish off creatures. I planted a seed in the ground many thousands of years ago. Seeds need millions of years and human energy to grow. But I made a mistake in creating humans and animals. These strange evil gods were born from my mistake. They reduced the population of the people by eating them. Then I created you an eternal people like you, so I can put an end to these deviant beings through you. Circe asks him if Ajek knows. He said that you and Ajek have been helping the people living in nature to be born on Earth on a regular basis. Circe says, why don't I remember all this? He says, I erase your memories all the time. That's why you don't remember anything. He also discovered that Thena's dreams were his old memories. They have not been completely deleted yet. Circe turned around and spoke to the other members of her team. Hearing this, they were shocked. Circe says we have to save people and prevent this occurrence from happening. Otherwise, because of this, people will be eliminated. Icarus says we need to find others, and we will decide what to do when we are together. They went to the Amazon forests where Druig lived. They told Druig everything, but he was not ready to go with them yet. Many creatures attack them, and Kingo shoots with his abilities. Sprite tries to save Kingo's manager. Icarus confronts a creature there. The creature throws Icarus down and tries to take his power, but Gilgamesh arrives. He hits very hard and is able to use his hands like a mighty hammer. A creature tries to attack Circe and she turns him into a tray. On the other hand, the creatures attacked Thena, but Gilgamesh saved her. But the leader of the creature transfers Gilgamesh's power by killing him. By transferring Gilgamesh's powers, he takes the form of a human body. It also includes the appearance. Gilgamesh dies and says, leave me in mind. Circe and Icarus switch to another Phastos member. Phastos says, I live with my family and can't go with you. He then accepts and prepares to leave with them. The Eternals move to Iraq and their spaceship has been inside the Earth for 7,000 years. As they moved inside the spaceship, Makari was there. Makari is their member who cannot speak but can run faster than electricity. Phastos creates technology by which the Eternals can stop appearing while using their powers. He said that if creatures can use our powers, we can also use our powers together. Phastos is a smart engineer. He helped develop human technology. The stone locket worn by Circe starts shining. Circe realizes that the emergence is about to happen. Phastos asks Makari to go and discover where this emergence will happen. Makari discovers the emergence while moving around the Earth that wears it. Icarus breaks the technology machine of Phastos. It is discovered that Icarus has put an end to Ajek. Ajek also wants to prevent this rise. She also loves humans. This is why Icarus terminated Ajek. When Ajek tells Icarus that the apparition is imminent and we have to tell Eternals. But Icarus throws Ajek in front of those creatures. The creatures took Ajek's power by killing her. Icarus leaves Ajek at home again when he dies. When they asked Icarus's reason, he said that my life was given by Ereshkigal. I will finish you off if I have to. Having said that, Icarus leaves and Sprite is with him as well. Kingo also left, saying that we can't do without Icarus' help. Kingo also left. They leave, and the Eternals' other powers aren't enough to stop the apparition. Phastos tells Circe that your power may join Ereshkigal with you. He said that we could form a unified group because of that. The rise would stop. He forms a party with Circe's stone and they arrive in the spaceship, where the apparition will begin. Icarus and Sprite witness the apparitions happen. The other Eternals arrive to prevent the apparition. A giant celestial body is about to appear that will harm the world. They unite their group to stop the rise with their power. Icarus throws Druig away. Makari yelled seeing this. She defeats Icarus that he hasn't been defeated in 7,000 years. Circe tells Phastos that I will try to prevent this occurrence alone. Phastos says it's okay, you try to stop it and we try to stop Icarus. The other Eternals battle Icarus. The leader of the creatures goes there and Makari forms a giant circle around him. He holds Makari and tries to get his power. Meanwhile, Phastos attacks the creature and he throws Makari away. He fell into a cave in the mountains. Phastos linked Icarus with its technology. Circe prevented the apparition, but Sprite stabbed her with a knife. She said that I don't want to save people. I have been here on Earth 7,000 years, and I have never known what love is. What is family? Meanwhile, Druig arrives and attacks Sprite's head. Athena, shown on the other side in the past, upsets her. The heretical creature is trying to gain its power with the name Gilgamesh. Athena awakens and she manufactures a dangerous weapon with her powers. She divides the creature into pieces. Appearances have begun and celestial hands gradually appear. Circe is trying to stop Celestial with his power. Icarus has been freed and moved to end Circe. Then he recalled his time with Circe. Icarus also tries to prevent their appearance. Apparition stops and the celestial body dies before being born. Icarus sees Circe for the last time and disappears towards the sun. On the other side, Makari is happy to see Druig and hugs him. Circe tells Sprite that I still have celestial powers. I can fix it for you if you want. Then you will become a man and one day you will die. Sprite says yes, I'm ready, and they go to dinner at Phastos. Sprite took admission to the school. Circe meets his friend and he says, I want to tell you that I am not from this land. A portal opens in the sky and Ereshkigal calls him Eternals, including Circe. He said that you killed a celestial to save the humans? For now, I forgive you, and when I leave I will let you know my decision when I return. What should I do with you? The movie ends here.